Hello, this is Ivan, and this is Fit at 50. My name is Ivan Thompson, and the title of this segment is Heredity. I used to teach PE and health at K through 8 charter school here in Phoenix. And when I was talking to the kids about health, I talked to them about, because the whole notion of inherited diseases like high blood pressure, diabetes, things like that, was the topic of this particular class. And what I was trying to tell them was that we think heredity, we think of genetics. I have diabetes because my father had diabetes, or I have high blood pressure because my mom had high blood pressure. But what I was trying to tell these kids at an early age was part of the reason that diseases are inherited is because you inherited the way your parents ate, the way they lived their lives. So if your parents didn't exercise and they were couch potatoes, and you didn't understand the value of exercise and health and fitness, you inherited that way of thinking. You eat the food that you eat because they ate that food. You like the way it was seasoned because that's the way they seasoned their food. I know in my family, salt was like part of your hand. It just kind of went on your food. You picked up your plate, salt went on it. you know and so when we think of heredity, we don't often think of, we like the foods that we like. We like the way that we like the food because that's the way our parents liked it. And it just passed down generationally, and all the bad stuff that came with how they ate came along with it. So I would, encourage you to take a look at that. And part of the problems I'm having, if you're having health challenges, is it related to, the way that you're eating? I always think about my mom, talking about, like older people and the way they eat. They can't have any salt and they can't have this. It's because you only had a capacity, you just put in a grain of salt for 80 years. Well, by the time you get to the 80 years, your salt capacity is full. You used up all your ability to have salt, earlier in life. What if you had just measured it out a little bit more slowly? Then you could go your whole life being able to eat whatever you wanted to eat because you had your intake was measured and balanced throughout your whole life versus just overdoing it, overdoing it, until you basically were eating the equivalent of hospital food in your later years. So I just want to challenge you to think about that in terms of heredity. When we say, "Oh, I inherited this," maybe not genetically. Maybe you had a genetic predisposition that if you ate the way that they ate, that you would get the same diseases that they got. But just keep that in mind. All right, this was Fit at 50. Ivan signing off.